Welcome back to Channel 7 London News at Noon. I'm Phil Carlson, and I'm Carl Filson, here with the latest updates in local news. Protests on the island of Sodor continued today with a demonstration at Farfarquhar Quarry. Demonstrators expressed their discontent with the Earl of Sodor's so-called Norrumby initiative to replace all of the world's roads with railways. Demonstrators blocked the tracks and kept work from being done at the quarry. Eventually, the police arrived to disperse the trespassers, though no arrests were made. Some of the demonstrators spoke of a possible second demonstration at Knapford Station later today, though this has yet to be confirmed or denied. As the unrest on Sodor has continued, many have called into question whether anything good ever has or ever will come of the Norrumby initiative. Show a wheel, James. We don't have time for lying around. Get off your tender and do some hard work. I'm resting. What's so wrong about that? All engines need their rest, especially splendid ones like me. You're just being lazy, and nowadays that's worse a crime than ever. What do you mean nowadays? What's changed? What's changed is the Earl's plan. If he really wants Sodor to become a model of railway efficiency, then there's no room for us to slack off. Don't tell me you actually support that lunatic's ideas. So what if I do? Maybe the Earl's right. Maybe the world does need to run on railways instead of roads. It's not that it wouldn't be good if it happened, it's just not going to happen. Look at this railway. Since when have we ever been a model of efficiency? It seems like every other week someone on this railway does something stupid and causes an accident. That's not a good look for a so-called ideal. All the more reason to actively try to make this railway better, to put our best foot forward, so to speak. Still, I don't necessarily trust the Earl wholeheartedly. He seems too invested in this idea, like he's put all of his thought into what could go right, and not enough thought into what could go wrong. The Earl seems to have good intentions. That's good enough for me. Besides, look what he's done with Brendan Docks. This place is so much improved since before he started reconstructing it. I don't think everything here is as good as you say, Toby. Take that new engine, for example. Porter? What have you got against him? Something about him just seems off. For one thing, he's got this look on his face all the time, like he's just angry at something. And he's too quiet. He just goes about his business and doesn't really talk, almost like he's hiding something. Just because he doesn't talk much doesn't mean there's something wrong with him, James. Well, he's only one small part of the reason that I don't like where this Norrumby initiative is going. Do you realize how insane this is? I'm as much a fan of railways as anyone, but who in their right minds is going to support a plan to tear up all roads and replace them with rails? Hang on a minute. Do you hear something? What's that off in the distance? A bus, maybe? It is almost noon. A bus should be bringing more dock workers soon. But it's too big to be Bertie or Baron. Wait. No. Oh no, it can't be! What the? How? Hello, engines. Surprised to see me? Bulgy. I thought they'd turned you into a vegetable stand or something. The Sodor Bus Company decided they needed my help after all. Double-decker buses are expensive nowadays. I came cheap and willing. Enough of this, Bulgy. What are you really doing here? Carrying passengers, of course. What else would I be doing? It's a job far more suited to a bus like me than an engine like you. Ah, look at you, James. Still think you're the only one who can spot red. Still think you're so splendid. Well, look at me. I'm red and I'm better than any engine could ever dream of being. You and your friends are nothing but rusty old scrap iron that should have been taken to the smelters a long time ago. Oh, I'm sorry, Toby. I almost forgot. Wood doesn't melt, does it? It burns. Well, I'll be seeing you two around then. Well, perhaps not, depending on how quickly you're scrapped. Well, isn't he the pleasant one? Be thankful you've never met Bulgy, Diesel. What you just heard is only a taste of the nastiness he can get into. By the way, where have you been this entire time? Doing some hard work for a change, James. Preparing your goods train. I assume you'll want to take this away promptly. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. Don't get your smelly pipes in a twist. James, did you notice that banner on Bulgy's right side? Not really. What did it say? It said, join the Anti-Rail League. The Anti-Rail League? That's a thing now? Apparently so. Who or what it involves, I don't know. But one thing is for sure. I don't like the sounds of it. Alright, you mangy good-for-nothing trucks, let's get a move on.
James is cross. We'll make him crosser still. Let's push him when we get to the top of the hill.
Quiet back there. I don't want any nonsense from you trucks today. Right on time, Thomas. Well, I try, Duck, especially now. We want to make a good impression on the Earl's, fans, I suppose? Quite frankly, Thomas, I think it's his detractors that we need to worry about more. There's talk of another demonstration happening here at Knapford soon. Oh, what have these people got against the Earl anyways? I, for one, actually like his plan. As do I, but we seem to be in the minority on this issue, Thomas. A significant minority, but a minority nonetheless. I just can't understand it, especially with all the good things I'm hearing about the Earl's renovations at Brenham Docks. Not to mention that new engine Porter seems to be making a good impression on people. Yes, indeed. I even overheard the Earl and the Fat Controller discussing the possibility of another high-speed diesel coming to help too. Oh, they were discussing this now? Yes, well, discussing in the loosest sense of the word. More like the Earl making wild suggestions and the Fat Controller nearly hitting the roof. Poor Sir Topham Hatt. This is way too much stress for any controller to have to go through, especially for a man of his age. Now, Thomas, our Sir Topham Hatt is a worthy and capable man. I'm sure he's handling things just fine. You'll see. All I'm saying, Father, is that I'm concerned. That message for Farquhar today should not be repeated, let alone at Knapford Station. I agree wholeheartedly, my son. It is simply that I do not believe we have the power to stop these protesters at the moment. Of course we do. Simply go on record saying that you don't support Norramby or his plan, and these people will leave us alone. That, my son, is exactly what the protesters want to hear. We would be playing right into their hands, and I, for one, am not about to give them the satisfaction. Father, if our trains don't run to time, it is a tarnish on the railway's record that we cannot undo, which is exactly why we need to find a reasonable way to deal with the protesters. Father, I'm telling you, there may be no other way. Perhaps compromising a little bit of satisfaction is the price we pay for having our trains run on time. It is a matter of principle, Richard. The North Western Railway does not negotiate with illegal trespassers and belligerents. Father, please, compromising now before it gets any worse is what is best for the railway. Son, you are not the director of the North Western Railway. I am. I am the Fat Controller, and I will decide what is best for the railway. Now then, if and when protesters of the Norramby Initiative come to Knapford Station, I will deal with them myself, in whatever way I deem fit. Do you understand me? Of course, Father. Brace yourselves, guys. Just thought I ought to warn you guys. Something very unpleasant is on its way down the road. Oh? What's that supposed to mean, Bertie? It's nothing good. I can't stay and talk. I've got to go. I'm already late from detouring here. Good luck. Why would Bertie need to wish us good luck? Oh, that's why. Well, well, well. If it isn't the blue puffball and his fine feathered friend. What? What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm bringing the party. Well, Father, it seems that the protesters are here. Then it is time for them to learn not to trifle with the Northwestern Railway. Stay in the office, Richard. I'll handle this myself. Come on, you stupid trucks. Let's get a move on already. Come on!
Hold back! Hold back! Hold back!
Attention, protesters! Your presence is not welcome here. Please leave immediately. You have no authority over us, Sir Topham Hatt. We are not your mindless engine drones. Come on! Come on! I don't have time for your stupid games! Come on! Finally.
Alright, push him now! On!
Wait, no, stop! Help! We do as we please, and we will occupy this station for as long as we wish. Well, I never. Mindless drones indeed. I'm coming over there to stop you myself. Hatt is walking across the tracks to the other platform now. Good. When he arrives, proceed with the plan. Yes, sir. Right then. You people are illegally occupying this space and causing confusion and delay. Leave immediately, or I will call the police. Hey, out of the way, old man. Alright, come on, people. Move it. Come on, let's go. Coming through. Come on, get out of the way. Out of the way, move it, people. That man, he just pushed Sir Topham Hatt onto the line. I've got to go after him. Forget it, Thomas. With these people blocking the line, you're not going anywhere. Oh, yes I am. Out of the way, people. Train coming through. Oh, my back. My back. My God, shouldn't we help him? No, it's dangerous to move an injured person. Call an ambulance instead. Oh, dear God, no! Stop, you idiot truck! There's someone on the line! Oh, please, get me off the track! Father? Father! My God, what happened? Are you all right? Richard, get me off the track! Hold on, Father. I'm coming. I've got you now. Come on. Come on, Father. I'm getting you out of here. Thank God. Duck, you're here. Yes, the police still want to question us, and we can't leave until they do. Did you catch that car? No, he got away. Where's Sir Topham Hatt? He's on his way to the hospital. They think he might be seriously hurt. Richard went with him. Thank goodness he was here, or Topham might have been hit by James. Oh, boy. Where's James now? James, are you alright? Why couldn't I have stopped them? The trucks. Their tricks were old, familiar. Why couldn't I stop them? James, trucks are reckless and dangerous. There's nothing you could have done. But why? It's not like this was my first time handling trucks. I should have known how to get them under control. I could have killed them both. But you didn't. But I could have. I very nearly did. Why couldn't I stop? Why couldn't I control them? Oh, I do hope Stephen is all right. I don't know what I would do if he wasn't. There, Mother. I'm sure that Dad is just fine. Everything is going to be all right. You'll see. Mother, Charles, Emily. Richard! Oh, thank God you're all right. Is your father? He's alive and he's stable. But what, Richard? The doctors think he may be paralyzed. Haman. Thank you for meeting me here, Haman. We have much to discuss. Indeed we do. Let's start with the incident at Knapford, shall we? It's going to backfire. You think so? I know so. Everyone knows that the Fat Controller was intentionally pushed onto the track. Everyone knows that Richard heroically saved him from being run over. All this has done is made the protesters look bad, and now Sir Topham Hatt is a martyr and his son a hero. You are missing an important detail, Haman. The fact that James could not stop. Some will blame the trucks, no doubt, but many more shall blame the engines and the railway. Besides, the fact remains that with Sir Topham Hatt temporarily out of commission, the railway will be more vulnerable than ever. And what of Richard? Seems like you weren't planning on him being there at Knapford today. Admittedly, his presence is an unforeseen complication, but I assure you we will find a way to deal with him. It seems our other guest has arrived. Alright, I'm here. Now give me what I came for. Yes, I assume that you mean payment. Of course I mean payment. I did what you asked me to do. The deed is done. And you promised me compensation for my time and trouble. Of course. Payment, pay our dear friend in the usual amount. What? No. Wait, hey, wait a minute.